my mouth, I would have a foot in it. So I have learned to write down what I'm going to say and then read it 2 or 3 times, and I still wind up with my foot in my mouth. This little thing is entitled Love, see? You out there in the audience don't know what love is. I doubt that you will ever experience what Frances and I have had. When you're poor, there's no chance of anything good happening. Then one appreciates what crumbs he gets, and I mean really appreciates what he gets. When Frances and I fell in love, we experienced no unhappiness. Life was friends, fun, swimming, and roller skating. Then old man Fate pulled the rug out from under us and separated us. Carl Woodruff, who needed some good luck, decided to try California one last time. Of course, Frances was just 16, and she had to go along with the family. It was hopeless. I had no money, no skills, and was going to college to get some skills. I cried. We both cried. Frances went to California and I went to Russellville. I finished 1 year of college. Frances wheedled, whined, moaned, and groaned. Her father finally gave her his consent. We were married on July 2nd, 1953 in the Welch living room. Frances found several jobs that summer. Each one was at a few cents increase in pay. She got a fine job for the Times at Russellville Telephone Company. She learned that switchboard and did the job until 1955. Carrie was born in the summer of 54.
You were told not to say that.
In 1957, I graduated and got a job at Magnet Cove, Arkansas. New job, new teacher, and we could barely get by. Carl was born in Malvern, Arkansas. Carl Woodruff sent us money to visit California the summer of '59. I love California the way Dave Heinel loves California. On a trip back to Arkansas at the end of the summer, we stopped at 29 Palms to say goodbye to Carol Ann. After goodbyes, we were hardly off the Marine base when the tears started. There were crocodile tears, large tears, small tears, squalls. I could never drive to Arkansas listening to that. Finally, I said, if you will shut up, I have a plan.
Was the exact words? Or is that
The tear and moaning storm abated. I told her the plan. Next summer, we left my life and relatives in Arkansas for a new life in California. Never estimate the power of a woman's tears. Frances is unable to do so and has never placed a roll of toilet paper on a teepee holder in her entire life. Frances never carries out the trash. The strategy is to place it where I will be walking. I know why it is there and I know what I must do. Shucking corn, peeling any vegetable, preparing greens and green beans are tasks that are beneath her ladyhood. When I approach this task of green beans, I need a sharp knife and a ruler. Frances shows me how long they should be, and they better not vary more than 1/4 inch. Other tasks delegated to me are cutting the tops off beetroot, peeling and dicing the beetroot after
You have a
they're cooked,
master's degree.
washing and preparing any greens by taking out the center stems whether they are tough or not. At dinner time, many times she sent me out to the freezer at night to get a pizza or other food from the outdoor refrigerator. After all, there might be skunks out there, she reasons. She's not Jewish, but she could give a Jewish princess lesson to a Jewish female. That's why I love her. She has me around her little finger, and I perform. That sounds silly, but it's one of the many reasons that I adore her. We went through some tough times together, and she never complained about my ability to make a living. Always received encouragement. She was willing to try anything. She hiked the Grand Canyon. She slept with me. She slept with me in below freezing temperature. She's always a good sport. She has that unique way of getting her way, and I never catch it on until I have started a room addition or another home improvement. I could go on and on and on because she is near perfect as a wife can be. She gave me 4 wonderful children. We shared the death of one child, and she was the Rock of Gibraltar. We shared the loss of 4 wonderful parents, numerous aunts, uncles, and cousins. She was the survivor and the calming influence on me. In the end, we always had each other. What other women do you know who juggled all that and earned a BA degree, an MA degree, and then a bilingual credential? Wonder Woman, it's got to be, because no other living person could have done that. She was placed in the role of junior administrator and could have become a principal. But had it not been that she chose family over becoming a principal, she was always thinking of the family. Her uncles on the Woodruff side of her family loved her and always recognized her achievements and intelligence. Her father was especially proud of her and had reason to be. He felt she could do anything. After his death, she completed his wish to have a book about his brother Vernon. Such attributes that I have listed above made for our mutual success in life. Life has not been without sacrifice, and generally she's been the instigator of sacrifice. All I can say at this point is that I'm lucky and proud to have had her at my side for 60 years. She's the reason that many of you exist.
No names.
Lost my place. Many of you exist on this earth. Frances, I adore you and still believe it. You're the most beautiful woman of all.
That bond. And the thing that makes it all worthwhile is when you see yet another generation come along and you want
There you go, Van.
Absolutely.
Let's set a good example. And
Let's drink the van.
There you go, Van.
not to bypass 2 other generations, because we have had the best children in the world and grandchildren, and they're all our favorites. And so we're proud of all of you.
And thanks for the amen. There, the amen corner.
You should have some good stuff to know.
Well, we have a wonderful example here. They're our example. And let me tell you, for somebody who wasn't able to go the course, it's worth it. It's worth it. If times get rough, don't give it up. Right? Right? Yeah. We have a second chance. We have a second chance. God's been good to us, but go with, stay the course and you won't be sorry. All of you.
Here, here.
Won't be sorry.
I am Carol, and actually, I think I've observed the marriage longer than you, because I was almost at it, but that's another story. But I think I know the key to the marriage, and I'm just going to tell you guys. I think back to one of the last summers that Brent was out here, and he spent the summer in California. And the last night of the visit, we went to Benihana's for dinner. And so we were just reflecting on the summer, and we asked Brent, did you have a good time out here? And Brent said, well, I did, but there were parts of it that were really traumatic. And I said, oh my gosh, what was traumatic? He says, well, I'd come home in the afternoon, Grandma and Grandpa would be naked on the couch. It was really embarrassing. And Allie said, don't you hate it? She says, I was over there just the other day and I knocked on the front door, nobody came to the door, I go to the back, they're hopping naked out of the hot tub. And they said, yeah, there were a lot of examples.
I got my own too.
There was even an allegation of catching someone with a cigarette, but I didn't believe that. And all of a sudden, Brent said, damn it! Aren't Grandma and Grandpa supposed to be coming home catching us having sex and smoking cigarettes? Oh, you didn't say that.
Bye.